Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for coming. Does it sound okay? It's probably a little bit hollow because I'm using a microphone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So whoever can, click this link and go to YouTube, if you can do it. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Woo! Wow! Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I don't see any picture there, Richard. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Your signal strength isn't strong enough there, it looks like. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, chant a little japa together here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Everybody just concentrate. Hear the holy name. Chant the holy name. Be happy forever. Hare Krishna. Just call out Lord Caitanya's name forever. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda. They're the avatars for this age, actually. They come very fast. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Oh my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, you're so merciful to a fool like Gora Hari Das. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri. Oh, my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Sri Advaita. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. All right. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinda. If you don't have good internet strength, don't even try to come on because it's just not working. So just next time when your internet's working better, just come, whoever that is. Somebody's trying to come on, but can't. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is Adi Lila, Adi Kanda, chapter 12 in this book. Nimai wanders throughout Navadvip. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Gaur Sundar. All glories to the servants who eternally accompany the Supreme Lord. All glories to the servants who eternally accompany the Supreme Lord. See? And the Lord accompanies them. This is what we're doing here, making converts, to people where you realize who we are. We're servants of God, actually, and this incarnation, Lord Chaitanya reveals the furthest extent of God's nature. In his in his amazing features, and especially this personal feature. Look how personally he deals with people. It's amazing. Man. He'll deal with you and me. It's amazing, very personally. Yeah. Very magnanimously. There's no mercy like this in the world. You can ask Maria. Maria does. She's starting to get to know the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. He's amazing. Everything. You become super empowered, man. Super powered, man. You become, you think, oh, the Superman and all this, these Marvel superheroes on TV, man. You become like that. Well, not fantasy style. Just you're empowered, man. You feel more happy than you felt before, more purified than you ever felt before, more inspired than you ever felt before, more clear than you ever felt before, above humans, above the human capacity. You become more intelligent, more and more and more and more. It's just amazing, man. You speak better than you ever spoke before. You hear better than you ever heard before. Then you get empowered hearing, empowered intelligence, empowered devotion and love, empowered understanding about the universe. You get the power to understand these scriptures. One devotee today, name's William, he said, Prabhupada and Prabhupada and Jesus and Muhammad, they came to give knowledge so that we can go back to Godhead. And I said, yeah, well, yes, they did, but most people can't understand that knowledge. They need the love. So we're here to finish the job. Finish the job, have the awakening of this bhakti. See, so this is the perfection. This is how everybody, Christians, Muslims, and Vaishnavas will perfect their bhakti. Otherwise, it won't be quite perfect. How is it so? Well, you become a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, he'll show you, and then you can show others. Otherwise, nobody will know. Nobody will know. Okay? Here, we got the best of everything. We got the same kind of Holy Spirit that was given by Jesus, man. There was some knowledge there too. And then Prabhupada comes and gives even deeper knowledge. Well, first 550 years ago, Lord Chaitanya himself comes and inspires his devotees and the devotees of his devotees to write these books, giving even deeper knowledge than what was previously given before. See? And also giving the love to be able to understand it, because without this pure devotion, which is a gift, this guy couldn't believe it, this William guy. Couldn't believe, what is this? You can't just jump over. He thinks I'm jumping over. Jumping over all these, you got to go from this step to that step. He must be a disciple of Narayan Raj or something, because that's what they teach. Okay, that's sadhana siddha. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is being distributed now, just like it was before. The mercy to quickly make advancement to prema awakening, even before you're perfect. so that you can relish these books forever. The Lord will be your companion, and you'll, his transcendental companion, man. Whatever is it left in the lodged in the heart, any anartas, any unwanted things, will just be purified just by being close to the Lord, serving the Lord closely, like this, like these devotees. You become like these devotees because that's the kind of mercy being given now. Okay? These, the Vaishnavas, if they would just take a time to look at what is being given here, look at the fruit. Let me read some of these verses that explain all these things. Oh yeah, actually, let's go right to it, man. I used these verses to try to convince the devotee, but there's no room usually in a lot of the Vaishnavas. They can't. They got to empty out a lot of stuff. Yeah. There's no room for the real truth, man. They think they know. See, the Vaishnavas, what I've noticed on the Vaidhi Bhakti path, they think they know everything. See, they think they know everything about bhakti. Okay, you got some strong internet now. That's good. See, they think they know everything, and yeah. So let me go to these verses here. Okay, this is Adi Lila chapter. People need to know that there is the mercy of Lord Caitanya and it is being distributed now. They got to see this is really true. This mercy has not been activated before, not through Prabhupada, not through Bhakti Siddhanta, and not through Bhakti Vinod. Before, yeah, don't just don't worry. Everything, just keep it muted right now. I'm channeling right now. Okay, just let me do my thing. Later on, I'll open up the questions. This has not been given before, see, and so now it is on the order of the parampara. See, so people, they're still working on what this sadhana siddha thing. Try to make advancement by your own strength, by your own austerities. See, and then you'll make it that way. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Very difficult. See, better to take the mercy now. So let me explain. This will explain the mercy of Lord Caitanya. You need to just hear it. Okay, here we go. All right. I'll just read some select verses from this here. It's called the trunk, the branches, and sub-branches of the tree of Lord Caitanya. See, Lord Caitanya was the tree of the devotion. It started with Madhavinda Puri. See, it was a storehouse for this bhakti, Madhavinda Puri. And he gave this mercy very easily to some of his disciples. They received this bhakti, and then they became storehouses for it. See, it was stored in them, in their temple. See, and then they gave it to their disciples, and one was Lord Caitanya. See, stored in his body, he became a storehouse, a tree of love of Krishna. Then he started to distribute it widely everywhere. See? And then each person who received it became a branch and a sub-branch. And they had the power to distribute this bhakti. Listen, open the ears, everybody. They had the power to distribute prema. For God's sake, wake up, Jeev Jagos. Sorry for my loud voice. I can't help it. I get inspired. I got a little lion in there, just wants to speak a little bit. Speak some truth. Okay, listen to some of these verses. They're really good. Really amazing. Okay. See, 88. So, Sri Kandavasi and Mukunda and his son Raghunandan were the 39th branch of the tree. Narahari was the 40th, and Chiranjiva was the 41st, and Salochan was the 42nd. They were all big branches on the all-merciful tree of Lord Caitanya. They distributed the fruits and flowers of love of Godhead anywhere and everywhere. So what is that? What is the Krishna consciousness movement there, Richard, for God's sake, huh? Is distributing the fruits and flowers of love of Godhead. Come on, man. That's what it's all about, right there, Richard? Distributing these fruits and flowers of love. See, of love of Godhead. What? Not of austerity, not of renunciation, not of fasting. That's all been that's the that's been given already a long time. But this is significant. This is uncommon. This is phenomenal. This is miracle stuff, man. Distributing love of Godhead to the lowest of the low, anywhere and everywhere, regardless of the person is a saint or a sinner. If you will just receive it, if you just fall down before the mercy, fall down before the preaching, you can get this wonderful juicy fruit of love of Krishna. What is the difficulty, as Prabhupada would say? What is the difficulty? See, you get this fruit of love of Godhead, then you can understand the knowledge in Prabhupada's books. Hey man, ask the witnesses out there. Ask Lalita, ask Johan, ask Janaki. Ask Govinda. Ask so many devotees here. Now they understand. Even Amy never read the books and she now understands them. Unfortunately, she didn't read them for 10 years. And then now reading them, then she understands. And then you have a really great witness, man. That's why Janaki. See, with this bhakti, man, it gives the understanding. See, and we're here to give the bhakti so you can understand the knowledge that has been given to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy. That's our bag, man. That's what we do here. We we awaken that love of Krishna. See, that loving ecstasy. And what do you get? What is the result? Oh, I give them the understanding. I give them the real knowledge. You can check the verse. It says that there. Without the loving ecstasy, this is the problem. They don't have the loving ecstasy in any of these groups. Therefore, they don't clearly understand these books. They think it's enough just to kind of speculate a little bit. You need this loving ecstasy, for God's sake, and your sake too. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a bag of bhakti, man. Bhakti bag. You need this bag. Otherwise, you're going to be an old hag, man. I see so many devotees. They speculate, man. Everyone. You should be looking for the devotee who has the most bhakti, because if you do, they'll have the most clarity. See, they'll be the clearest persons around. That's what you need, man. I already see, a lot of people, there's some nice devotees coming up. There's this one guy, he likes the preaching I do. And I actually helping him become more conclusive. People should take notice of that. There's some pretty good guys out there, that, sincere but with this bhakti, it makes you really, really deep in understanding tattva, really clear. It's really wonderful. That's when you really can relish it. And it begins by relishing the devotees that are deep in bhakti, man. When you can relish the talks of devotees, see, that's very purifying. And very quickly you become ecstatic, man. Tears start flowing. Now, just pouring from your eyes, man. You start to shake, man. Choke up when you chant the names of God, because you get purified very quickly. See, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is all by the book, man. By regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the pure devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart. And most of that is speculation. Most of that is the bullshit you've been listening to all your life. People, inexperienced Vaishnavas and devotees too, they don't know clearly. And you listen, there's a little bit of poison in there, We're here to clear off that stuff. See? So the bhakti awakens, and then you get really clear when you read something. You can relish it, man. Even your own voice becomes very attractive. Okay? And then when people become attracted to your voice, enunciating things as they are, the scriptures as they are, very clear, see, very clear, very, very relishable. See, that's purifying, and then your heart starts to develop, awaken this bhakti, man, and then you can read these scriptures on your own, even. Hey, see, Amy knows. Hey, this is really miracle stuff. See, she says, I can't even imagine that this could really happen. So this is from Facebook, okay? A lot of you on this. No, this is from YouTube. So I'll read you what she says. This is really miracle stuff. I wonder if I can put it up here. Maybe I can. There you go. Everybody can see that, I think. Can everybody see that on Facebook? This is really miracle stuff. I can't imagine that this could really happen for me, that I could go from negative to positive in such an immense way, inside and out. It's just credible. See, that's the witness program. Why do people say, Gore, you're Sahaji, this and that? Why don't you just look at how inspired people come that give a little ear to this? I mean, if I was such a big Sahaja and such a big bozo, why are people so inspired? Why are people just, she doesn't have any experience with Vaishnavism before this. And look, she relishes books. She has a faith in Krishna. She can taste the name of Krishna and the pastimes and the qualities and be lifted by that. Doesn't that carry any weight with anybody out there? There are many people following Vaishnavism for 20, 30 years and they don't feel like that. Yeah, I can understand you don't understand what I say because most people don't have bhakti. Most people in all these sanghas don't have much bhakti. That's the problem. Therefore, they can't understand, the realizations and revelations that awaken in the heart of a devotee who worships the Lord like Bhagavad Gita 10:10 in loving ecstasy. They can't understand. So, yeah. But those Krishna sends here, if they come here and they listen, you can see. Krishna will give you he won't cheat you. Krishna is always cheating people in the world, in Maya, until you come to the right path. The right path has always been the devotees and always will be the devotee. They're the door out of this Maya. There ain't any other door. No door out of the Maya. None. The devotee, his emissary, who represents the real God from the transcendental realm, is the only door, my friends. It always has been and always will be. Even Brahman is not a door to understanding the Lord fully. Even a person, a liberated soul, must meet the door, the Vaishnava, the one who knows God completely. This is Shastra, man. Even the liberated souls, the four Kamaras, they had to meet the devotee in the form of Tulsi and smell the leaves and have a higher experience of God than just Brahman realization. Because Tulsi's a devotee, man, who knows the Lord because of this pure bhakti. Okay? This is why it goes so fast here. Why people get this bhakti so quickly. Anybody who will come here and listen to these talks, who takes this to heart, tries to understand what we're talking about, very easily attains love of Krishna. Therefore, you attain everything. You attain conclusive understanding of the kingdom of God. You'll be relishing even Bhagavad Gita verses forever because that Gita verse is the Lord, man. Hey, in the beginning was the Word was God, the Word was God. That word is in Bhagavad Gita as it is in Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the Lord. He said, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Chaitanya Bhagava. You'll eternally associate with them, even in this world, through the Shastras, the words of God, the name of God. You chant his name and he's right there with you, making everything cool, man. Oh, benediction, blessing. You want to live a blessed life, man? You want to live an empowered life? Come here, man. We'll show you something none of the gurus can show you because they need this. Their followers and themselves, they need this connection. They need this bhakti. Right there, Richard, what do you got to say? What do you think about this preaching here? Are we on the money? Unmute yourself. Oh, can you? No, you can't do it? Okay. Anyway, well, look at your face. It looks great, man. Just go like this and everything, show. Yeah, no, that's right. There you go. Thumbs up. That's what we need. Thumbs up, man. All right, man. Corn pipe. That's what I like, those corn pipes. All right. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, these verses, see, like the last part of the verse again. See, they distributed the fruits and flowers of love of Godhead anywhere and everywhere. See, anywhere and everywhere. That's what we need to see more of, anywhere and everywhere. But you need to see the empowered devotees in the real line. Otherwise, you can't do it. That's why nobody's done it yet. Prabhupada could have did it, Bhakti Siddhanta, but it wasn't time. They had to get the foundation, man. They did their order. I'm doing my order too. On their order, I'm doing my order. Hey, isn't that what a great privilege. I get to distribute the fun stuff. Man, the love of Krishna, man. I love this, man. This is a great job. Thank you, Prabhupada. Yeah. This is the fun stuff, man. This is real knowledge. If you listen here, you'll understand the real path. See, this opens up the real path now. This is the confidential truth. This is the postgraduate teaching that Prabhupada said. Chaitanya Lila understanding. Lord Chaitanya is a spiritual master of the universe, and it's time to teach his confidential teachings so that you can go back to God and you can get to Radha and Krishna. Yeah. See, all the inhabitants of Kulyana Gram village, headed by Vaninath Vasu, were servants of Lord Chaitanya, who is their only life and wealth. This is what everybody will see: your wealth and your life. What chapter? Oh, this is chapter 9. Chapter 9 in Adi Lila, and its verses 70 70, 80, 80 or 80, up in that area, you'll see. See, their only life and wealth. Why? See, this is not just a blind belief. Yeah, the Lord has shown me over and over and over again. I cannot proclaim this mercy enough of Lord Chaitanya, that this is my wealth. See? My wealth and my happiness is this association. To real wealth in life, the best of wealth of the demigods or anybody in this world is if you can call Lord Chaitanya and feel him coming running. And when he gets close, your life is a success. You just have to see it, man. You have to see that this is the wealth. This is what the Lord shows me over and over again, how he is my life and my wealth. Without feeling his presence with me, I feel like I'm like a half a hen, half a person. This is what we're supposed to. This is why people are weak in this world. They're weak in this relationship with their other half. The other half is the Lord. See? When you get this connection, my God, now you're whole again. Now you know what holistic, all these words have meaning. Holistic, holiness. Holiness is wholeness, my friends, not just in name. Oh, his holiness. Let me ask the question, his holiness out there, are you whole? Do you know what whole means? Whole means that you call the Lord Hare Krishna or Jai Shri Krishna and he comes. And you feel that Lord, you feel whole, you feel that love of God. You're a goddess of fortune now. Do you feel that? Do you experience that? Otherwise, it's just a name. His grace, his holiness. Just a name. purebhakti.com. Yeah. Do you call the Lord and does he come? Can you feel his transcendental presence? Are you empowered by that? Are you now the flute with the flautist? Yeah, a flute needs the breath, right? No breath, that flute is just nothing. It's just sitting there. And that's how it is. If you're just, you say, I'm a flute. Yes, I'm a spiritual master. I'm an acharya. I will never, I've never been whole. Well, now you will be. See? I'm a spiritual master and acharya. Yeah. Well, is the breath of God using you? Is he blowing through you? And I don't mean the modes of nature. Is he blowing through a mode of goodness? Oops, a little bit over to the other side, a little bit up there. Now this is saving. Till now, on the verge of Sangha. Yeah, until, yeah, right. Yeah, till this Sangha. Yeah. This is what it's supposed to be. It's meant to be that. Yeah, and that's the witness is, the bottom line is, are people being inspired to the point of feeling like some connection, man? Some like spirit. Like, yeah, I feel some solidness to spirit. It's not in my head and I feel like imbalanced and a little bit crazy. I feel God, there is a God, man. I feel him. I feel whole because of that. Yeah, it's not just here, man. It's here also. And here. See? It's just everything. See? It's like you found home again. Yeah, you found home. Yeah. Hands down, best show. Okay, Amy Rose says, let's put her thing up. She's on YouTube. Hands down, best show on earth. I love movies and books, but I have nearly zero desire to watch any movies anymore or read any books other than the Vedic literature. That in itself is crazy to me. Laugh out loud. Isn't that amazing? Okay? She has zero desire to watch movies. I only watch them because now and you might find this later on, you'll see Krishna in them. You see how he's preaching and how you can connect with people. I mean, that's what I do. You may not. Like Lalita Ganga, she's happy just chanting in ecstasy. I like to, you know, I like to do these little bit things because I don't know, just kind of make bridges, use the matrix, use that stuff, and connect it all. Yeah, yeah, make it more clear everything. Yeah. See, so distribute. This is what we're here to do, man. Distribute the fruits and flowers of love of God anywhere and everywhere. This is what people don't know. This is what the Vaishnavas don't. They don't know this anywhere and everywhere. They think, oh no, only where people are qualified. Only the sannyasis can get this. Only if you go from point A to point Z, and that's going to take you many years. See? Not distribution like we do anywhere and everywhere. These people, if a person says, oh, I've been a devotee for 40 years, but I'm not going to take your distribution. I don't believe in it. Okay. And then a person like Amy comes along and she says, well, I'll take it. See, who's going to advance further? The person who did this Vaidhi path 40 years, or the person who's getting this distribution of love of Krishna, fruits and flowers of love of Krishna, attraction to Krishna that's being distributed anywhere and everywhere? Who's going to make the quicker advancement? Amy, simply because she's receiving this distribution anywhere and everywhere. And the other person said, no, I'm not going to take your distribution of this great valuable gift, this gold that you're just giving out to anybody. I don't believe it's gold. I believe in this other idea. See, that's illusion. If you believe in any other idea, if you believe that iron is gold, right? And gold is not gold, there's some illusion there, right? But if I have real gold, I have real treasure, and I get the order to just distribute it anywhere and everywhere because my treasure will just increase like it does, and I just do that, and you come up to me and you say, you don't have gold, man. You're a sahaja. Yo, this is the way it is. You got to do this step and that step and everything. And you're a sahaja. I don't believe you got gold. See? But the truth is I got gold. How do you know? Well, I've been distributing and people are getting the gold. Even the book is confirming that they're getting gold. Those who become mad in this ecstasy. Do we have mad people here? Are there mad in love of Krishna? Do you see any people? You ever look at Johan? Is he mad in love of God? Is Lalita Ganga mad in love of God? If you notice Janaki, You know, when she preaches, does she look a bit mad? Or anybody like Shramaguri or whoever else, Govinda, he looks blissed out of his mind. You see his like 2 hour class today? 2 hours, man. So hour and a half or something, a long time. He's just reading in bliss. He leaves in bliss. Oh, blissed out, man. Yeah. That's what it's about, man. Shama Sundari, how are you? Are you okay? Everything cool? Haven't seen you around much. Been watching the replays? Okay, another verse. See, what to speak of others, even a dog in the village of Kulanagram is my dear friend. Now, isn't that great? See, these are the devotees. This is the kind of mercy. The devotee proves that they are empowered by Lord Caitanya, that they're an associate when they start doing stuff like this, when they start distributing like this. See, and this is the hope for, I gave a tough class about the dogs and cats this morning. I know it, I admit it. But man, if you come here and you get some of this mercy, even your dog and cat is delivered. It becomes dear to Lord Caitanya. Even that bulldog of Maria, see, becomes very dear to Lord Caitanya. See, because the verse says that. It's true. See, I tell you, a lot of these dogs, like her dog, likes my association better than these human beings in ISKCON and all. A lot of them go, I don't even want to listen to him. Her dog, I opened the door, he's coming, he started licking my leg. Now that dog's going back to Godhead, I think, right? What'd you think, Richard? He's going back to Godhead, huh? Yeah. That dog licks my leg, man. Yeah, that's right. Purely spiritual. That dog's going back to Godhead, man. We got to free all these captives in all these other groups. They don't like devotees, real devotees. They say they do, but they got to pass the test here. This is the test. You got to like my devotees, my associates, my disciples. Yeah, mine. The Lord gave them to me. They're mine forever. But two-way street. I'm also theirs forever. Just like my Lord, you know. I'd rather be around than people unconditional love. Yeah, yeah, unconditional love. Yeah, exactly. In your blog that you posted yesterday, you said Nityananda's mission was to taste bhakti and at the same time to distribute it. That's absolutely true. Both Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, all the devotees actually. That's how it's only distributed that way. See, that's why you got to see the confidential preaching of the devotee. Otherwise, tasting bhakti and hiding it, then people don't understand what it is. Yeah, if anybody accepts my associates and my friends and my disciples, then you're going through the line, man. You're getting right to the Lord. The Lord will acknowledge you. Yeah, yeah, okay, that's good that you'll get more conclusive there. Also, there. Yeah. Personally, I'd rather be around a devotee who's realized God, man. You know, and then they have conditional love. They call unconditional love, but actually, the highest level of realization is conditional love. Conditional, and the condition is this: you love God and not matter, material matter. See, your love is based on the condition of God, is the love of God. See, And then you can distribute this kind of pure love in this world. Otherwise, there's always an unconditional love. This thing is just kind of in people's minds. You don't know what it is. You know, your dog can't, this might be hard for you to take. You say it's unconditional love. Your dog cannot deliver you. He cannot deliver you there, Maria. I'm sorry, man. But a real devotee can. And when you realize that, when you realize, that devotee doesn't take your sadness away, but a real devotee can, then you start to understand conclusively everything. Dogs are nice, can be nice. They could be, they can rip people apart too, It depends. Yeah. But anyway, the idea ultimately is the devotee of the Lord that's gotten the mercy of Lord Caitanya is the most auspicious thing. That gives you the truest understanding of what love is comes through by association with the devotee. You don't usually understand that right away. It takes time. I mean, Richard, he left for a while. He had to, was probably purifying some stuff. This is intense here, man. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, the pure love and no ego. Well, I don't know, man. Just anyway, your dog. If you stick with this and you stay, and you stay with Lord Chaitanya and he stay with you, your dog will be delivered, and it'll be delivered because you're a devotee, and that's how it works. Otherwise, everybody's a fallen soul here, man. We need deliverance, and it comes a certain way, and that's what we teach here. Yeah. Anyway, all these things come clear. Nobody knows everything. I don't know everything, but things become more and more clear. Okay, next verse. Another verse. Ah. See, the fruits, verse number 88, the fruits of love of Godhead, the fruits of love, which fructified on these two branches were distributed in abundance. Do you see how important it is for this love to fructify? See, then it's distributed. It's just like a fruit. You don't eat it until it's ripe, right? Your fruit ripens. What do we got here? I've been reborn, twice born. All right. Yes, I have. Yeah. Now I've been. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about. You have to be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, you see, this love of God has to fructify. And then it's distributed. That's what we do here. See, this is why in the Vaishnava sector they don't see this. It may have fructified like in Prabhupada or Bhakti Siddhanta, but they didn't distribute it. They distributed the preliminaries, rules, regulations, and some of it. People got some. They got, but see, the Lord reveals himself more and more and more. Now we're here to perfect the bhakti, man. So you get really clear. I need this love, not just knowledge and speculating on the knowledge. A lot of the Vaishnavas now, they think all we need is that knowledge Prabhupada gave. I could be a Ritvik, or I can be a living guru with no awakening of devotion. I have the knowledge up here, right? I'm a big head walking around speculating on that knowledge. I don't see the importance of Bhagavad Gita 10:10, which I preach over and over and over again. You need the knowledge that comes from the devotees who have loving ecstasy, and it's transcendental, this loving ecstasy. It's ecstatic. It causes tears to pour out of your eyes, man. It causes ecstatic laughter in the heart to manifest, choking of the voice. Now the Lord gives you real deep understanding, not superficial knowledge and speculation on Prabhupada's books and the Bible. No, deep as an ocean knowledge. See? And people who hear from you, they get purified fast, quick. You caused the situation of Krishna and Arjuna again. You caused that. Otherwise, it cannot be caused. It is by the action of the book Bhagavad. We got that. Prabhupada got that. That's why he told me, Gauri, you got my books now. Now you complete the formula. You speak those books. See? So by the action of the book Bhagavad, Prabhupada's books, and by the devotee Bhagavat. See, they're a devotee Bhagavat because of devotion has awakened. They got Bhakti Vedanta. They got Vedanta from Bhakti. Real Bhakti. You can see with your own eyes. They can prove it to you. And they do, and they must. If you want to learn the true deep science of Krishna consciousness. That's why a Sudra, Gauri Das, Mr. Sudra, no tilak, nothing, no external ornaments, can preach real Krishna consciousness, the science of Krishna consciousness. Why? Because of this bhakti. Anybody here, look at Amy. She's preaching the science of Krishna consciousness nicely because of bhakti awakening, because of faith in a real devotee. Yeah, and bhakti is awakening, and then she has really conclusive, nice things that we like to hear. See, this is a revival of these verses become living in our embodied. See, this is what the devotees need in ISKCON and all the groups. They need to hear knowledge that comes from the pure mercy of Lord Caitanya, which is this ecstatic devotion. You get really clear. Look at my students. They get very clear. This is going to prove to the world that we're on the real path. This is the right path. You know? So let's see, what else? So Jagai Marai, the 89th branch, this is text number 120, and 90th branches on the tree were the greatest recipients of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. These two brothers were witnesses who proved that Lord Caitanya was rightly named Patita Pavana, the deliverer of fallen souls. See, witnesses, you need to see. This is what you got to see by the witness, people. Come on, wake up. Where's the witnesses, that love of God? I mean, people say, Gohar, you're Sahaja. How can you say that? We got witnesses saying that the real love of God is here, going according to the Shastras. The witnesses prove the point. Prove that yes, it is correct. Those who awaken ecstatic devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Even my disciples are getting the power to distribute this ecstatic love because of their fructification of ecstatic devotion. Now, come on, that's pretty win-win. You're not having to wait for, many lifetimes before I become a spiritual master, or I become a spiritual master without ecstatic love of Godhead. I can't give that love of Godhead because I don't have it. So I can't help my disciples very well. My disciples are able to help people very well now. As the fructification of love of God is here, and they relish these verses more and more, their hearts become more golden, and their empowerment increases. Their realizations increase. Yeah, the more they can deliver the conditioned souls. Even my disciples. Amazing. Okay? This is the way it was meant to be. It was set up to be like this. This is why I say you can perfect your bhakti by coming here. You'll have the fructification of love of Krishna very soon. A lot sooner than any other time. You'll start to feel yourself attracted. You'll like to read these books. You know, how many people are reading Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita? Not many. Not even Bhagavad. They think, oh, I'm just still working on Bhagavad Gita. But I love Bhagavad Gita. I like all these. I love all these books. They all have their place. They're beautiful, this stuff. These books are the most beautiful deities in the whole universe. See, Amy Rose says, she got a lot to say, doesn't she? See, that you get realization when you have faith in a real guru, faith in the real path. Yeah, look at Richard. He's getting twice born because of his faith. I saw it even in the beginning. He had faith. He liked what we were doing, and just had to percolate it a little bit. Had to, you know, just has to percolate like a good cup of coffee. Has to. There's a revival. The heart of Prabhupada's movement not only continues, but is unfolding and manifesting into reality right before our very eyes here. Though this preaching and this, through this preaching and pure devotion, yeah, becomes more and more obvious. See, among the devotees who accompanied the Lord in Jagannath Puri, two of them, Paramananda Puri and Swarab Damodar, were the heart and soul of the Lord. You want to know the heart and soul of the Lord, you have to meet such intimate devotees. They're the Lord's heart. The chapter Adi Lila, maybe first or second chapter, or somewhere in the early one, the devotee and the Lord, they share the same heart. How can you know the Lord's heart unless you meet the devotee? They share the same heart. That's how you know. Otherwise, you'll never know. You can't speculate on the heart of God. You have to see the devotee who shares the same heart. That's why it says the Lord appears as the devotee, as the spiritual master. You have to meet somebody like that in some lifetime, because then you begin to show the Lord that you're beginning to know him, that you're beginning to receive his heart. See, they share the same heart. See, that's why people advance. If you come here, fellowship. Yes, fellowship. See, the word is great. It's a great word. Fellowship. See? See, we need that fellow. See, that fellow is the Lord. See, that's our ship. And if you got fellowship, see, and you're using that ship, you'll cross over that little water, otherwise big, expanded ocean of Maya illusion. You're confused at every step. See? Follow the path of the devotees. We follow that path. See? We uncover that path. It is the duty of the real devotee who is, to uncover the path of pure devotion so that people can walk on that path again. Otherwise, covered over by austerities and renunciation and religiosity and motivated religions. Fellowship can't do it alone. Yeah, you need the fellowship, man. That's why the Lord has done it. That's why, Paul and Peter, they had groups. See, they had the groups of devotees. They have to. Yeah. Huh. See, heart and soul of the Lord. See, that God has to be your heart and soul. That's the idea of the ray and the sun and the ray. How do you separate the sun and the ray? How? They're intertwined, connected. Yeah. But the ray doesn't disappear in the sun. Its nature is a ray. See, the ray is to shine in this world, right? It doesn't go back into it's connected. See? Devotional service, this hearing, chanting, remember, connects us with the sun so that we can shine in this world, that Lord's light, his heart and soul. Shine it into the world where people can see, hey, this is God. He's ecstatic devotion. This is God, conclusive truth. that opens up the true realm of who, what is the kingdom of God? Nobody knows. Only the devotees who have real devotion know. Ah. See, all these devotees were associates of the Lord from the very beginning. And when the Lord took up residence in Jagannath Puri, they remained there to serve him faithfully. See, they were devotees from the very beginning. You know how you know a devotee from the very beginning? There's a couple of ways. The devotee can come here into this world, and as soon as he meets another devotee, or he meets the scriptures, if he's really advanced, then he feels attracted. A lot of devotees are like that. They have some attraction. See? But the advanced devotees are special. They're very rare. They're sent here, and they get up to speed very quickly, and then they start delivering others. See? The ones who are a little attracted, usually by the preaching of the Lord, they get you up to speed quickly. See, you need that help. Otherwise, it's you're bewildered. You come say you come into like the groups, the big organizations, ISKCONs and all that, and then you got to get through all of that. You got to tell the difference. They say, "Oh, you see, the scripture says there are two types of pure devotees." See, scripture say Chaitanya Char, and they say, "Accept this pure devotee as your guru and your life and soul." But the person is the two types of pure devotees. One is a neophyte. You're accepting a neophyte as your life and soul. That is not conclusive. That's why it doesn't work very well. You got to accept the other devotee, the Uttamadikari, the empowered, eternally liberated soul as your guru, as your spiritual master, not the neophyte, unawakened devotee who is speculating on the philosophy. That's why it takes so friggin' long. People spend their whole life worshiping a Tamal Krishna or a Jaipataka. I'm going to name names now because I'm sorry, man. They're the first type. They're not the eternally liberated soul. Our books conclusively say you must meet such a devotee. You must be clear in some lifetime to meet such a devotee. Because if you're not, you're tricked, you're cheated by the neophyte pure devotee. Eventually they'll get to become, after many lifetimes, a pure devotee, and you after many lifetimes too. But you want to go the quick path. You listen to an eternally liberated devotee who preaches conclusive truth, and then you get on the real path and you just go there in this life. And don't have to spend 40 years worshiping a person who's a neophyte pure devotee like Tamal Krishna or Jaipataka. You, or Radhanath even. I dare you. You guys, you come here and show and prove to my disciples and the world that you are an eternally liberated soul, that you have eternally liberated symptoms when you chant the Maha Mantra. Let us see the ecstatic love of a liberated soul that is in the Gaudiya line. Then you can take worship. Otherwise, you're more or less cheating people because you're not clear about your own position, and your devotees are not clear about your own position, and therefore it takes lifetimes. Am I saying something unreasonable? Is this offensive to be in the truth? Isn't the truth all we have in Kali Yuga? Where does it say you're saved by feigned humility? Where does it say you're saved by feigned? You're saved by the truth. Even Jesus said that, right? Lord Caitanya, truth will set you free. And Kali Yuga Bhagavatam says we got only the truth. The truth is the eternally liberated soul's going to save you. And they got symptoms and they got empowerment, and their disciples get love of God awakened in their heart. Proof is in the pudding, for God's sake and your sake too. What is this? All this speculation all over the place. My heart is vibrating. That's good. Yeah, I love the truth. I can't help it, man. It just gets me going, man. Truth needs to be heard. What do you want me to feign humility? I'm Mr. Humble Pie, but I can't deliver you. But I'll say I can. I'll say I'll do it like this. I'll do a nice hypocritical trip. Well, I'm actually, can't deliver you, but worship me. Give me all your money and bow down to me all the time. Touch my feet, wash my feet, but I can't deliver you. Prabhupada will do it, or I'll do it, but I won't do it. I'll do it, but I won't do it. The confusion, man. Don't you like clarity, people? Don't you want to be clear? I'm just telling you the verses. When you're ready to be delivered, the Lord Caitanya comes, Krishna comes as the spiritual master. Do you have somebody like that you can depend on? That God is coming you as the spiritual master, like the verses say? I'm just quoting the verses. Do you see that going on here or what? I asked you the question. You determine. I point the verses out. I preach the verses, and you decide. You're Vaishnavas, intelligent people coming here. Did Krishna come here as the spiritual master to deliver you? Are you delivered? Do you have the symptoms of being delivered? Do you evince the Bhagavatam symptoms of tears in the eyes, choking of the voice, laughing like a mad woman or man? Are you trembling, shaking? See, that's what you got to see. Do you have that reality? That's the witness program that we do. Witness program. No bullshit program. Witness program. I test, yes, I come here, I listen to that crazy Gohari, man. I feel like, woo, vibrating, man. I laughing and crying, man. Yeah, yeah, hallelujah. Jai, hallelujah. It's a nice afternoon class today, huh? Yeah, the only thing I can give my friends or distribute here is this kind of enthusiasm, to really, get juiced up on the verses, man, to love these verses, where they're your heart and soul, and you want to communicate them to others and bust all their ignorance, you know, have ecstatic prema emanate from you and from your disciples. Come on, man. That's it, man. Simplicity. Yeah. Okay, what other good verse we got here? All the devotees who resided in Bengal used to visit Lord Jagannath Puri every year to see the Lord. See, every year these devotees would come to see Lord Chaitanya. And you know what he said to them? He said, "You guys take great trouble to come to see me because you love me. I'm just a poor sannyasi. I got no money to give you. But you know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you my very self. And you can distribute that very self to others." What is that very self? Okay? That's Sat Chit Ananda. He gives his transcendental body to you. He gives the chit knowledge because he gives you the ananda to understand it, the ecstatic loving, ecstasy, so you can understand the chit, the true deep meanings of the shastras, like he did, like he understood. He gives you what he has, the ability to relish mellows like he does. See, and then you get it right. And then you give it to others anywhere and everywhere, whoever will receive your preaching. How dare these devotees think, who are you, Gauri, that you can just give this anywhere and everywhere? Well, I got the promise of Lord Caitanya all the way through the line, activated by Prabhupada and Krishna. Anywhere and everywhere. If anybody just from their heart, somehow or other, they just accept this preaching because it touches their heart, they will be born again. Just like he said, I was born again. Yeah, you're going to be spiritually reborn, man. And you're going to relish mellows. You're going to relish Hari Katha. It's going to be your life and soul. You're going to want to be fellowship with real devotees. You're going to see how rare these devotees are. You're going to appreciate their association, unless you're getting purified sometimes, and then you go "Ooh," a little bit, Anyway, just recover and come back. Maharaj, if you would like me to come on, please send the link. Oh, Tuka. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, let me send the link. Let's see here. There we go. There you go, Tuka. Or anybody else. Why don't we get some witnesses? Come on, get up here, man. Amy, get your little booty up here. Tuka, get your booty up here. Who else we got out there? Whoever else. Janardhan, get up here. River, get up here. Yeah, give your little. I want to hear some testimonies, man. Convince the world. Show them that we're not bullshitting. What are you standing in the background over there? Get over here, man. Let's see some action, man. This is a Hollywood blockbuster, for God's sake. Let's make it so. How about you, Shamagori? Get up here, all of you. I've tolerated this silence long enough. There we go. We got one. Janardhan. All right, man.
Yeah.
So where's your camera there, Janardhan? Oh, Facebook. Okay, I'll give it on Facebook. Okay. Janardhan, what do you think? What do you think of this preaching? Is it real? Are we sahaja or what? Give us your idea.
You're no Sahaja, that's for sure.
How is this? How is this impacted? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you're as real as it gets. It impacts me very much. I get the chills, I get the laughter, I get the trembling. It shakes me through my roots. I went to the forest today. I was just singing the whole time. Harinam
Wow.
Sankirtan. Just thinking of you guys the whole day.
Yeah. So you like this process here? You like this family, huh?
I love it. Yeah. It's so amazing. I can't even say it in words. I can't find the words. Overwhelming.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So are you feeling this kind of ecstatic madness?
Yeah. As soon as
You
I
like?
start chanting, or if I
Yeah.
see you chanting like a few minutes ago,
Yeah.
amazing. Unbelievable. Really.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, thank you. How about you, River? You got anything to say about devotional service?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay, my phone. Sorry, I just finished off the machine. Hey, Richard, great to see you. Oh, wow. Modern Hare Krishna. Absolutely changed my life. Um, Completely changed my life. And, the kind of love that has been coming from you to myself in my experience on this path has been nothing like any kind of love I have ever touched, ever before. That nobody has done that ever, and any of the human beings that I know. You are not no ordinary man. Maharaj, please forgive me for my offences. It happens in my purification, and but what you have keep showing us, because we go through things, and the love that's streaming through. There's no power like that unless it's coming straight from the Lord. No way. I was very difficult to, to love, to allow others to love me. just to allow others to love me, but what you have done for me is move those obstacles, those material obstacles out the way, out the way, so one can keep the channel open, keep the channel of the heart open, so one can receive this and clearly understand it from you. Because there's no other reason for living, actually. There really isn't. There isn't any other reason for living if one cannot receive this, and keep receiving this. Sometimes I see, and I apologize that my words seem to be, more powerful than my actions. But what you have done and what you are holding, the space you are holding Govardhan Hill, you are holding up Govardhan Hill for all of us, and because we are your devotees, we have been sheltered by Govardhan. Your classes are just on fire. Your words are like, today I was the sentence, I can't remember what it was, but it was Krishna saying, I am the supreme personality of Godhead. That's how, and that is so powerful. You are so powerful like that now. Your words are like, I am, you are Krishna. You know, I am so, God, who needs any other friend? But yes, I can say that. But yes, but oh my God, your words, when I read the verses, I'm tingling. When I read the verses of Krishna speaking to Arjuna, especially actually in the Gita, he was talking about that earlier as well. It's so powerful. And the fact that you've gone to that book, your words are just so like that. Your classes are just like we're attracted to the Lord's energy. I am addicted to that. That is the only thing coming from you is keeping me alive. If I told you some of the things that are going off in my head and Krishna saying
Oh
so,
yeah, yeah.
oh my God, doesn't matter. Yeah, God, I bow to you again and again, Srila Gaura Haridas. Because I know that I am a very difficult case. Very in that sense. But nothing is difficult for the Lord.
Yeah,
Nothing is impossible for the Lord.
yeah. You're a
And
piece of
you have
cake. You're a
done
piece
that
of cake.
absolutely again and again and again. And I want some of that cake. Transcendental cake. Piece of the pie. I'm part of the pie.
Yeah,
I'm part of the fruit pie. We're all part of the fruit pie. You make that so clear. You allow us to live in that way, in that on that platform. And wow. And yeah, and all the devotees that are coming now, it is like they have been in waiting, for you to be so this power bringing through the Lord Himself and standing so tall. My God, I don't know what it is, but we've just been watching a film called Gods of Egypt, you
oh,
know, and
oh,
because I have this, it was a great film.
yeah, yeah.
It's like watching a cartoon, but what it shows me about you and how you have got everything just spot on target every time, and even Bruno will say this, oh Maharaj, you don't believe everything Maharaj says. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. It always seems to work out, and there you go.
Even people say this, oh Maharaj, I don't believe everything Maharaj says. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. It always
Let,
seems to work out.
oh,
And
Amy,
there you
mute your
go.
mic when she's talking.
People say this, oh Maharaj, I don't believe everything Maharaj says. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. It always seems to work out.
Okay, okay. I'm just getting this overwhelming feeling to play baseball. I don't know why.
Oh, Amy's hat. Oh, why not? Baseball with Krishna. He's always throwing the ball to you. You
Yeah,
always
yeah,
catch the ball through him. And you throw it to us, Maharaj. You throw that ball. I'm going to stand there with open arms and catch it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Well, we got to have a great show. I mean, it's a the Lord wants to. He was this 500 years ago. when I read this, it's like, yeah, it's coming like now. Is this expressive? It's like expressing God in this world, expressing His character, His energy, His love, his intelligence, all this stuff. Just dump it on the world, and it just benedicts everything, and it's amazing. Yeah. Amy, go ahead. Give us a word here. Let's hear a word. She's looking exceptionally radiant here. I wonder why.
Yeah, and now like see his energy and see it, feel it, and it's like it's so alive now, and like more and more. Where before, I mean, not only was I not feeling it or seeing it, but it was just. I mean, I can't express enough just like how much your perspective or how much my entire like life has just went from flip-flopped from just feeling so empty and hopeless to not only having both fulfillment and hope, but so much more, like so much endless possibility of all these realizations of it's excitement, like it's so much excitement for this, for
Mm.
nothing else but this. It's yeah, I can't say enough. I seem very gushy, but it's it's just I really do feel like my heart really is just like, what's this? What? No, it's crazy. It really is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. So I assume you like this then.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's see. Okay, I'll read a verse and let's see where it goes here. So, I'm embracing. Oh, wait. The list of devotees of Lord in at Jagannath Puri, which begins with Paramananda Puri, Swarab Damodar, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Gopinath Acharya. Kashi Mishra was the fifth, and Pradyumna Mishra was the sixth, and Bhavananda Roy the seventh. These are branches. These are different branches. Lord Chaitanya took great pleasure in meeting with them. See, the Lord likes to meet with his devotees. This is his natural characteristics. And so the devotees, they like to meet with the Lord. See, but very few people understand the Lord. That's why you see, even 10th canto, it shows you people are trying. The 10th canto, well, not 10th, the whole Bhagavatam is to get us to increasingly understand the Lord better. To understand who God is. It's amazing how that book is put together to teach how everything is first in the nine cantos, how everything is related to Vishnu and the Lord. There's a relationship there. And how he works in this world, how he creates, through whom he creates Brahma, how he destroys. All this knowledge is in there, and it's all related to the Supreme Lord. And this brings us closer. And that's why without the Bhagavatam and without it related by devotees that are advanced in devotional service, you really don't know the Lord. Okay? Not very well. He, everything is confusing here. We're in this Maya, so we need to be taught. The really clear teaching happens when you learn these truths about the world, about the true nature of life and its completeness through the empowered devotee. See, the devotee Bhagavat. Then everything goes fast. It's not like you just come into devotional service and you got gurus haven't realized they haven't realized Krishna yet. Okay, that's something. You got Prabhupada's books. You got the Bible. See? You got the book, but are you clear? It's some kind of clarity there. See? But the best clarity, like now in our preaching, is we teach, okay, you got Prabhupada, we got Prabhupada's books. All you need is the empowered preacher, the one who's actually realized those books, who loves those books. See? who has deep attraction to the Lord, has love of Krishna. And then when you hear those books and then you'll begin to understand them when you listen, because you get through whatever envy is in there still. Like some devotees, they come, they're a little envy. They can't listen because they're envious. See, so so you got to kind of, it takes a while for that to get purified. Even Prabhupada's godbrothers, a lot of them had envy for a while. Some of them, they started to diminish and they started to accept more mercy. That's how it works. You got to get to the point where you will really hear from the empowered devotee, somebody that, wow, Krishna is really working through this person. I get the transcendental potency through this person. Wow, I'm really understanding these books. I'm really understanding Bhagavatam. Wow, I'm really being attracted. Boy, I just want to hug this book. I want to hug this name. I want to taste this name. That kind of feeling. That comes through the empowered devotee very fast. See? Otherwise, you're on the slow trek. Slow, going around the mountain till she comes. This is exactly, you see that song. Everything is about Krishna, man. About the path. Every friggin' song. I can't get away from Krishna. Everything I look at, it shows me Krishna now. Going around the mountain till she comes. Until that devotion comes, you're going around the mountain. When she comes, you go straight up the mountain to the top. Like Janardhan. Look at him, man. He's total madman. And loves it. He's no problem with it. He doesn't care with outsiders. He's the verse personified. Where do you get this prema? If you got to go through the hard thing and step by step and all this, he just comes here and look at him. He's laughing and crying. Just like the verse says, chapter 23, life's ultimate goal, love of Krishna. Life's ultimate goal, love of Krishna, has its symptoms. Those who have elevated the love of Krishna, sometimes they laugh, sometimes they cry, they jump around, man. Tears pour from their eyes. And they don't care about who? Outsiders. See, he doesn't care. Look, he's sitting there crying right in front of the camera. You know how many outsiders are peeking in and saying, oh, Janardhan, you're Sahaja. You don't care. He's just relishing it. This is the symptom of love of Krishna. He's not a no-show. All these no-shows. Look at River. She's not a no-show. She's a show bottle devotee. She's showcasing devotee. She showcases ecstasy. This is what it's about now. I got the order from Prabhupada. Krishna was sitting on that Kandamba tree and showed himself to my second disciple saying, yeah, because of your guru, you're going to see Krishna. You got to see me. This is how it works. All the ducks are in the row. We got a mission here. We got a mission for God. Look at these backflips I'm going to do. You ever see the Blues Brothers? The guys, they come up and they say, we're on a mission for God, man. And the big fat guy does all these backflips, man. Yeah, it's like that kind of, they were in a mission. We got a mission too. Awaken this devotion so people can understand Krishna in truth as he is and appreciate ecstatic devotion. That's him. That's her. That's his other half, right? His other half is the greatest devotee, Radharani, man. See, her other half is Krishna, the greatest truth, the greatest reality. See, we get a piece of that action. You want a piece of that action? Piece of their action, man. They got. You want to be an action hero, man? You want to be people's heroes? Yeah, we're here. We're here to make heroes, man. You ever see that? See, another TV series comes to mind, all about Krishna. All these things called heroes. All these people had powers. They all had a different power, So what goes on here? People getting different powers, man. You're heroes for people now. They want to get God. They associate with you because you know the door. You went in the door. You become the shepherd of the sheep are looking for God, right? A lot of people looking for God, right? In ISKCON, Gaudiya, they haven't quite found him, but you finding him, right? You know the door. You know how to go in the door, right? So you become the shepherd of those looking for Krishna, looking for a higher truth, deeper truth. You're the witnesses. It's always done like this. You need the witness program. Amy, you are beautiful in every way. God bless. See, it's from Maria. If you're not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you may well be envious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, what other verse can we get here? Oh, I'll go to another chapter here. I think I got to stop soon, though. See, yeah, I'll go to this chapter. External reasons. External reasons for the appearance of Lord Caitanya. So once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendental pastimes. Lord Krishna, the son of the king of Raj, is a supreme lord. He eternally enjoys transcendental pastimes in his eternal abode, Goloka, which includes Vrajabhumi. Once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendental pastimes. Do you see how lucky we are? Where did she go? Where did you go there, Amy? Come back here. See, once in a day of Brahma, Lord Krishna comes. Now that's once every 4,320,000,000 years. And then Lord Chaitanya comes after that. See, Krishna comes first. And then it's like the no-shows here. It's like that. Oh, I'm sorry, this is too confidential. We can only show it in Vrindavan to Vrindavan devotees who are highly qualified, who are perfect in every way. I'm sorry, man. You can't get this. It's too confidential. And then the Lord disappears because he didn't give it to anybody but in Vrindavan and the select few like Uddhava and Akura, who were ecstatic devotees already, well qualified. And the Lord thinks after he disappears, my God, man, I come to this planet and I only sport with my devotees. I only give it to my devotees. For a long time, I have not given this ecstatic devotion. Let me and Radha come here, combined in one form, and just show people how to worship God in the greatest way, to have the greatest happiness, the greatest intelligence, the greatest experience of life, the greatest quality of life, the greatest everything. Fantastic lifestyle, liberated easily like that, like this. Snap of fingers, transcend the modes of nature. Let us show them the best of God, his ultimate form, ultimate relish, ultimate happiness that Radha and Krishna had in there. Let's bring this to the common people, the ones that are anywhere and everywhere. That is revived again now. No more waiting line. Come to the front of the line. This is the front of the line. Otherwise, you're in the back of the line doing the Vaidhi stuff. Come to the front, you intelligent persons. Why are you staying in the back of the line? This is the new Vrindavan. This is the new Mayapur. You can get into the kingdom. Here, come. You don't have to wait in that long queue in the back of the line doing your Vaidhi practices for years and years and years and lifetimes, as Narayan Raj told you before you get prema. Come to the front of the line, get prema for God's sake. It's here. Things have changed. The Lord changed his mind. He wants to give now, not many years from now, many lifetimes from now. He's very eager to give this prema to whoever will, anywhere and everywhere. What's the difficulty? Just take it, man. If not, we'll force feed you, man. We'll yell and scream it. We'll put it down your throat. We'll put a feeding tube down your throat, Take it in. Push it right down. Can you feel the tube being pushed in there? I know they're trying to spit it out at these people, these devotees. Then we keep pushing it in. Come on, surrender. Just take the feeding tube and take the bhakti, man. We're going to intubate you with bhakti. We're not like these demons. They put you on, they intubate you, and you're finished, man. 98% of the people that get the tube down, they're finished. Here, we put the tube down and you come to life. So the Lord came here, and we're really lucky. Aren't we lucky? My goodness, are we lucky? And you're lucky. Anybody hearing this message is lucky. Anybody where the breeze going through, passing by the devotees is lucky. So, servitude, dasya, friendship, sakya, parental affection, vatsalya, conjugal love, shringara, are the four transcendental mellows, rasas. By the devotees who cherish these four mellows, Sri Krishna, Lord Krishna is subdued. Friendship, sakya, parental. See, they awaken in the heart. That's the only way to subdue the Lord. You have to be his friend. You have to be his intimate servant or friend. Or you have to be in this parental mood. You got to consider the Lord, you see, like this. Um, Conjugal, you have to consider the Lord as your beloved. See, all this awakens so quickly here. You're able to subdue the Lord by these mellows. If you don't have these mellows, you don't subdue him. You're just a dry Vaidhi Bhakta. Dry. You don't subdue. Look at the people here are subduing the Lord, man. Janardhan, is the Lord your friend? Is he your friend? How about you, River? Is he your friend? When he kicks ass, sometimes you think you maybe turn on him a little bit, but that's okay. Hey? Friend and beloved. See, all these relationships. If you have the conjugal, then all of the relationships are there, and they will awaken sometimes. Actually, when you're a spiritual master, you actually, if you're really in the Gaudiya of 9, that's the way you are with your disciples. You consider them Krishna in that form. Yeah, you just answer your question. See? You consider you're parenting Krishna. See, you're communing with your disciples in great fellowship, also friendship. See? So you get everything. The conjugal is more or less between you and the Lord. Actually, that's another one. It's kind of a special thing. See, so without these mellows, the Lord isn't subdued. Isn't that an interesting statement? You have to have these rasas awakened in you. So Lord Caitanya came, and through his devotees now, if you find them, and when the order is given, like I got the order, like Nityananda got the order, and Advaita got the order. Same thing. If you're not a little wild, how are we going to accomplish our mission? The same order. Prabhupada knew this. Prabhupada taught Vaidhi Bhakti and to be, all that stuff. But isn't that funny? Like he's thinking, yeah, well, how are we going to accomplish our mission if you don't get a little wild? I was worshiping naturally Krishna in ecstasy for a long time. I was worshiping Jesus in ecstasy. He showed me the kingdom of God and all these things. So if I didn't get a little wild, you guys wouldn't be ecstatic, right? This is pretty wild stuff. The people, all those Vaitis tell me practically every day, why are you doing this, Gore? You're creating a disturbance. Well, if I don't create a disturbance, don't get this love of Krishna. They don't get anything. They just die as they are. This is divine intervention. I'm just willing to serve the order of Prabhupada, and they do the rest, right? I'm not saying I'm so good. No, I got the order. I just execute. I just here to execute Maya. Hey man, come over here. We're gonna hang you, man. We're hanging Maya. See? Here we go. What do we got here? I am a thug. For Krishna. All right. Yeah, baby. All right. Thug baby. That's what yeah. Yeah, Nityananda would turn thugs into devotees. And he goes, so go to your thug friends and convert them. Go to all those dealers over there and convert them into devotees. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll stop here. I know my voice, I got to rest it. Yeah. Okay, my friends, you're great and I remember you say, you know who you are. You're great and knew it, and I remember you say who you are. Okay, well, I don't quite understand, but it's okay.
Yeah,
You want to
Maharaj,
say
you
it
said
out
it.
loud or something, or
Yeah,
because I
can you hear
can't?
me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
You were in the treatment room, and me and Govinda were there, and you were kind of trying to tell us you knew who you was. You said it in a way that like you weren't really sure, and like you didn't really want to say it, but you kind of had to in a way. I don't know, but now, now you were revealing you did know who you was. You knew that. You said it in a different words to how I am saying, but you did, and now it's just coming. It's just showing it. It's showing the fruits of being your friend and your devotee, and your witness, and all of those things. Really understand. You just answered my question, or
Yeah.
I could finish it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I used to always say. I
Yeah.
don't want to keep asking Maharaj questions. But I do. Because you actually tell me the answer if I keep listening. I keep
Yeah.
listening, you tell me the
Yeah.
answers, and that is a good thing about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, Maharaj.
Yeah.
I was going to say you could go now. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is if people they stay around long enough, and if you're touched by this preaching, if you see that really this special, there's something, there's empowered, then very easily you get this mercy. You know, that's the whole point of the preaching. All this fancy stuff, this dancing around and acting like this crazy stuff is to get people. I have what up there. I have major trust issues. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Well, that's what we're doing. I'm also. I got. Everybody has. We've been cheated by Maya so much, man. We're gradually trusting this. All of it. I even for a long time, even my chanting, I would be a little bit like, oh, I don't know, can I trust you, Krishna? I can surrender, and just more and more, just now it's like, man, here you go, man. Have your way, Lord. Whatever you want to do, man. Make me look like a fool. I don't care anymore. Let's just have your way here.
This is brilliant. Oh my God. You saw my testimony from 4 years ago. It
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
got, how I feel then and now. Then it was like real kind of excitement. I didn't know I had to go through the process of purification.
yeah.
But it's good not to know that,
Yeah,
kind of
it's
in a
good not
way.
to know. Yeah, you just kind of just you got
Yeah,
to get hooked like a fish. It has to get deep in there. You hook at the, you know,
absolutely.
and
Yeah,
then when the purification goes and you try to get away, you can't quite get away because they were hooked.
No, that's it. That's what I've been saying. That Krishna's claimed me. I can't stop this now. And the glorification, be the witness now to then. Oh my God, Maharaj. From then to now, and I felt the mercy then from you straight
Yeah,
away. Well, I
yeah,
didn't know I had the mercy. I know it now that I had the
yeah,
mercy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Coming through
yeah,
all the process to now, my
yeah.
gosh, don't go anywhere. There's no reason to go anywhere else,
Yeah,
to listen to anyone else. Yeah, you might want to put your ear in, but you don't get anything like this from any
yeah,
other listening, any other
yeah,
vibration. The
yeah,
Lord is arising here. Oh my
yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah. Yeah,
I've just shown the
yeah,
thing.
go ahead.
Sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
just the
You go ahead.
going through the process. From the beginning, I was glorifying you, and it was great. It was wonderful. And now going through the process and how I am now, as your witness. Oh my gosh! Wow!
Yeah,
Thank you for letting me be a witness.
yeah, yeah,
Having belief in me, showing me that love, that God-given pure love. Yes, my Father. The spiritual Father, the true Father, the eternal Father coming through. I was like, I'm going to talk to my Father. Different ways of talking to Krishna. It doesn't always have to be like that, but
yeah, yeah,
just different ways. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, great. So I'm gonna go. I want to. I'm hungry, and it's time to charge up again. I might come back a little later on tonight if anybody's awake. Rest up the voice. Okay, I'll see you later. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Thank you, Richard, Janardhan, Maharaj. Devotees, Hare
Thanks.
Krishna.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming on, everybody.